All right. I had planned to come out and forge today. I had planned a couple of projects that I wanted to try, simple things that I've seen people do, and because I don't have a hood set up in my garage yet for my forge, I had to do it outside, and the wind is just, it's just a mess out there today. So beautiful blue skies, probably because the wind has blown everything out of the sky. Anyways, I was forced with a couple of choices. I could try to forge in the wind, which just isn't going to go well with my charcoal. I could clean my garage, which I definitely don't want to do that. And or I could come in and do some welding. And so I think today I'm going to do a welding project. My wife's family grew up on the western slope of Colorado, and they were sheep and cattle ranchers, and they had a couple of brands that my wife would like to preserve. And last week I actually made her this first one. I had to put a handle on it still, but this is their family brand. It's a 3-bar quarter circle, is what they used on their cattle. And so today I'm going to make the sheep brand. I'm going to make, I'll show it to you in a second here on the welding table, because I've just got a small drawing. But we're going to try to put that together and get that made for her. All right, almost as by magic, my welding table is clean. And the camera doesn't show the rest of the garage. So this is the brand we're actually going to recreate. This is a backwards N followed by an H, and the basic construction will be very similar to this brand that I put together. What we'll basically do is we'll put the pieces together and then weld a piece of flat stock on the back side. Eventually, both of these will end up with a handle that comes out, probably with a couple of support arms out here, just so they can get it good and tight on whatever. But that'll be the basic construction. So what we're going to do, I'll lay out this on the table and figure out what I'm going to do for dimensions and stuff. Essentially, it almost looks like it's a square shape. It may be a little more rectangular and longer this direction, but we'll get it laid out. And then I'm just going to cut up some bar stock to the right lengths, and we'll weld it together and see how it comes out. I decided to change angles on you as well, just so you could kind of see it laid out in the proper orientation. So there it is. It was a 5-inch square. Pretty simple to do. 2.5 inches to get the middle bar, 2.5 inches to get the H, the crossbar and the H, and then just drew a diagonal across that this rectangle. So here's our pattern. I'll go ahead and get some stock and we'll start cutting it up. Okay, so it was pretty actually amazingly simple, this whole thing. I found some stock that is just a scrap that I had picked up at a scrapyard, but it would be perfect for the thing. And it's semi-straight. 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches for these pieces, 2.5 for the cross, and it's about 6.5 for the diagonal. So let's go ahead and get it cut, and lay it out. All right, well, this is my metal cutting saw. I guess I could pull the labels off it so you don't know what I got, but it is it's an interesting saw. It's actually a carbide tooth blade. This blade is actually, I've broken a couple of the teeth off it because I was stupid, and I cut some stock. I had it sitting out. I cut some rebar on it. Had it sitting away from the fence. The blade came down, grabbed it, slammed it against the fence, and in that jarring action actually broke a few of the blades off. But it actually still cuts pretty well, and for being carbide tipped on mild steel, it does a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and get these guys chopped up. I know that my laser, you probably can't see the laser on there. It cuts right at the edge of the light, not right on the line. So let's go ahead and get this thing cut and laid out. All right, I've got all my pieces are cut. They're cleaned up. They look reasonably good. And I'm missing the diagonal. Yeah, it'll show up, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm going to use these kind of welding magnets. I've got a small one on here now. I got another one somewhere. I need to find it. And I'm going to use that to hold my pieces in place and kind of hold things square for me. Hopefully that will work out well. And we're just going to start tacking it together in a couple of places just to hold it up. I'll do once I've got it all tacked together, I can go ahead and weld the rest of it. There's the first one. Alrighty, we found the diagonal. It's right exactly where I left it. So let's see if I put this square on here. I think I need to. Okay, that'll do her. Let's get it welded. We'll just tack it again and see if we can't get it to come off straight. Come on. There we go. A brand. Yahoo! I'll go ahead and weld it up and we'll call her good. Right on the light. Anyway, there you go. It's done. I think it came out pretty well. And my welds are awesome, as you can see. That's all right. It's holding together. It's solid. All I got to do is get get something to make as a handle. A rod will come out of here like so. And I've got some material for doing that. I just got to straighten it out. So that's all there's left to it. And maybe making it straighter. That'll be the other thing to do. A weld or a brand. Have fun.